live video for tonight, which is testing the cars that got disqualified in the previous video in the 1975 Premium GT Challenge. So what I'm waiting for right now, maybe someone show up, maybe I'm gonna ask them, ask the dudes that will show up, like what kind of map should I use. Yeah, you know, just to have some opinions if they want to try on a different map. So in the previous video everything was going very smoothly, but it was very long video. It took very long, and yeah, it took some time to get recorded and to get it, you know, done quickly is enough. And unfortunately, when I woke up today, my internet connection was broken, so yeah, it was a bit of a drama. Oh, hello, we have 3 viewers or 2 viewers. I'm just setting it up for a moment. If you can just give me a moment before I can, you know, reply to you. I'm just setting all the settings for this live. All right, I think we are in business. So can you actually hear me? Let me open the messages. So we are testing today the cars that got disqualified in the previous video, because a lot of your cars, like 11 cars, actually got disqualified. Hello, Mr. Trevon. Hello indeed. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, write it down in the comment section, please, so I can make sure that that, you know, the voice is working. Oh, thank you, Mr. Zorex. I appreciate it, like deeply appreciate it. Thank you very much. So can you actually hear me? Is my voice working? Is my voice working? I don't know. Oh, great, great. Yeah, so Mr. Trevon can hear me. All right, guys. So tonight we'll be testing the disqualified cars. So which map would you like to see? Which map actually would you like me to test these cars on? The same city West Coast map, or would you like to go like to the automation test track, or would you like to test maybe in a different map? What's your opinion tonight on testing these cars that got disqualified? Which one of them would you actually prefer? Here since 27, waiting till 1 mil. Okay. Okay, so all right. So what's the map, dude? What's the map you guys want me to select? Select a map so you can actually test these cars on what, the Jungle Road, maybe the Hiroshi, whatever, Raceway, the Grid map, Rally map. But unfortunately, Mr. Zorex, these cars are rear-wheel drive, not much grip, no ABS, nothing, and classic, you know, classic cars. They will drive very crappy actually. So it's up to you if you want to. So if you want, guys, if you want some action, rally action with these cars, tell me in the comment section. I want to see you guys vote. Come on, vote, guys. Come on, write it now. Which map would you like to see? Roshi Raceway from Mr. Trevon. Okay, so you have 2 votes. Come on, guys, vote. City. Okay. So this is gonna take a while. So what should I boil some coffee or something? Alright, so city would be better. Rally. So we have 2 votes for rally. Alright, so 2 votes for rally so far. Come on, guys, we have 10 viewers. Give me 10 votes. Alright, hello Mr. Tom Hanks. Hello. So we are voting here which map to use to test those disqualified cars. Hello Mr. Tiago. Voting for which map should we, you know, shall we use to test the disqualified cars? I'm waiting. It's okay, take your time, guys. Voting for the map that we will use to test those cars. So which map would you actually prefer to see, you know, to test them? So we got 2 votes on rally, 1 on city. Oh, that makes sense, Mr. Tom Hanks. That makes sense actually. Alright, so I'm gonna do a bit of both. City sounds good. Okay, so we have extra voting on the city. So let's go to the West Coast. Alright, so West Coast default. Oh, Utah, Mr. Zorex, I truly appreciate it. Don't worry, I'm gonna try and give you like a single car action on rally when we finish testing those cars. Don't worry, I'm not gonna forget that you want some rally action, Mr. Zorex. But first, let's try those cars in the city. Like for example, on the same map. Let me open my notebook. When I mean notebook, not a laptop, an actual notebook, a paper notebook. Alright, let's see, where is the 1975 challenge papers? Wow, I have written a lot of papers on some previous challenges. We did some awesome challenges, right? Alright, so page number 1, the first car that got disqualified. Is it still working? Alright, so the first car that got disqualified is called the Imperator, whatever the name of it, the Imperator 1975 Gran Turismo styles car. Okay, so Mr. Charlie Anderson wants me to call them Gran Turismo. Okay, so the Gran Turismo Premium Luxury, whatever. Alright, so let's start with the Imperator, whatever the name of it. This one, the 1975 Imperator V12. So the Imperator V12. So obviously this car has a V12 turbo. But first, let's go to our testing facility while testing the car. So the acceleration is actually not bad. All right, that is good actually. I know it's downhill, but it's still very cool. Braking. Brakes are actually working fine. Alright, so this is the gas station or the petrol station that I used as a base for my previous video. Alright, let's reset the car here to make it our base. Alright, so this car name is very weird. The Imperator 1975. Alright, so then the Imperator 1975 got disqualified because it's loud. It's 22.2 points on loudness. 2.2 points extra on loudness, which is against the rules. I told you guys in the rules video, I'm not gonna go easy. I'm not gonna ignore any rule, even by 0.1%. I mentioned that, and some of you guys actually, did get a little angry or a little sad because some of their cars got disqualified. But I've told you in the rules video, I'm not gonna go easy because this is a very tough and very serious market, the GT or the Gran Turismo Premium market. I do apologize, but yeah, these cars need to be very quiet. So this one is 22.2, so let's try it. Let's try some burnouts. Alright, so this car can spin the tires nicely, very nice. Smoking start. That is a good start. This car is actually not bad to look at, and the engine is actually very nice, smooth engine, but the loudness spoils everything. As you can see, it's very smooth braking. Oh, the brakes are not really balanced. Alright, so acceleration. Turbo kicks in nicely, not bad. Alright, make a right here. Now let's test a panic brake scenario. Wow, nothing. 100% braking and no locking wheel. Yes, have you seen the pricing on the gas or petrol? Very expensive. Alright, so let's see. Whoa, not really stable. Ground clearance test. Okay, that passed. Now a little uphill here. It's not really quick, but not bad. Braking. This is 100% braking. No locking whatsoever. Alright, now this is a funny bit, which is the uphill section or the uphill test. I apologize, guys. Like I'm not really paying a little attention to the comments because I'm focusing on driving. So go ahead, write freely in the comment section while I test these cars, and don't worry, I'm gonna try to read what you are writing, you know, when I have this chance. All right, so uphill testing, 100%. Or no, not yet. All right, now 100 because spinning the tires. Alright, so it's a bit laggy, but it's not bad. 80 kilometers per hour so far. Good. At the top end, or at the top of the hill, the speed was actually very cool. Nearly 90 kilometers per hour. That is quick. Alright, now let's go a bit smoothly and test the downhill, you know, section, because the downhill test is very important, because I always look at these tires and see how the springs are doing. Like, let's say 80 kilometers per hour. Yep. So here we can see actually that the spring rate is a bit soft and not really consistent. The front suspension and the rear suspension are not really consistent, but very good. And the braking, again, yes, it's good not to have, you know, locking action on a no ABS brakes, but still, yeah, not really balanced. So that's the Imperator V12 Turbo from 1975. Very good car, very good styling indeed. Very nice engine. The brakes need some touch up, and the exhaust as well. So good job indeed for whoever made this car. Now go back to our base and let's select the second car that got disqualified. The second car is, this is actually my car, the Carmen. The second car is the Grand Lux Imperial. So the Grand Lux Interior. Who would you like who would love a shout out? Too much oversteer for a GT car. Well, yeah, some of them had so much oversteer and some of them were actually very understeery. Very, I'm not kidding. Alright, so the Grand Lux received 189 points on the market. That is very cool. The engine is a 6.77 liter, very huge engine, V12, naturally aspirated, very cool. 347 pound-feet of torque. That is very good. 240 horsepower, but unfortunately the loudness is 2.3 points. Yeah, if this engine was a little bit, you know, quieter, this car would have been a very winning car. I mean, look at it. It's very cool to look at. Has very cool attention to details. Scissor rear doors, nice touch. Scissor rear doors, not scissors. Sorry, oh my god, not scissors. Scissors are things from Need for Speed Underground 2. No. Suicide, suicide rear doors, not scissors. Oh my god, Need for Speed Underground 2 is stuck to my mind. So yes, suicide rear doors, and very cool attention to details when it comes to badging and everything else. Nice burnout action from a naturally aspirated V12. Cool. I like the lines in the middle. Alright, drive smoothly at first. Good. Brakes. Not bad. Acceleration is nice. Let's go 100% throttle. In a naturally aspirated engine, there is no lag. There is no waiting. The power is just there all the time, which is very cool. A very nice tuned naturally aspirated engine is perfect. The brakes are actually not bad. Alright, now a sport acceleration. All the cars are 1975, which is really nice. Alright, ground clearance. Yeah, that was a bit worrying, right? Car is quick actually. And brakes. Nice. Brakes are very cool, very actually powerful. But the balance is not really great. And that is something really annoys me, because a lot of you guys, you know, are mastering the engine tuning and the body styling and everything else is perfect with your cars, but some cars the brake balance is still requires extra attention. I do apologize, but some of the cars needs a lot of attention to brakes to balance indeed. Alright, so uphill performance. Gently, gently, gently. Come on, grip. Not bad. Natural aspirated power. Yes, that is nice. 85, 90, 92, 93. That is a nice uphill performance. Very nice engine indeed. So, make a left here. Make a left here also, and now downhill performance. Alright, let's see, 80 kilometers per hour. Springs a bit tough on the rear and a bit soft on the front. The car is actually scraping the ground. Not bad. Brakes, yes, needs balancing because the rear tires are not locking like the front, but it's a very nice car. It does very nice donuts. Yes, give me that V12 power. Nice indeed. I like this one. The Luxe, the Grand Luxe is a nice car indeed. Nice looking, nice attention to details, very nice, good lining, nice badging. Everything is very cool. The rims are 70s, very perfect. Back to our base. Let's read some comments. The grey one looks premium by old standards. Look like Mercedes. The car is going to eat more tires than fuel. Mercedes, don't worry, my friend, Mr. Charlie. No one will. I mean, the customers that will buy this car, they are not going to push the pedal all the way, like max to all the time. They will drive them smoothly because these are smooth cars. But if you want to put your foot hard down, yes, it will smoke the tires till tomorrow. Very nice though. Chassis setup sucks. Alright, so let's move on to the third car. So the third car that got disqualified, called the Deluxe sports car. Where is it? This one, the Deluxe sports car by Dutchie. Where is Mr. Dutchie? Is he around with us? Is he actually watching? Mr. Dutchie, are you watching, my friend? Because this is very important. The Dutchie machine here, or the, where is it, the Deluxe Sport, it received 160.4 points on the market, which is not bad. It's out because the engine is knocking really hard, and the loudness is 20.5 points. So it's loud and it's knocking. Alright, so the styling, very basic styling, no mods. I see no mods, nothing, is very basic. The side mirrors, if you look closely, let me zoom in. So the mirrors are actually modern mirrors, which is against the rules. Don't use modern parts. This is not 1970s style. Also the antenna, this small antenna, yes, I've ignored it on some cars because it looked cool, but on some cars it looked very modern, like here for example. So yeah, I ignored some of the rules and some things, but this one is, yeah, this one was knocking. So what I did is I fixed the knocking issue by applying more air-fuel ratio, and but I left everything as stock as possible. Let's see if we can actually do a burnout. So this car has a, what is it? What's that? Oh, water. Okay, so we have a Boxer 6 engine, twin turbocharged. I don't know the power, the torque, I forgot. But let's see if we can actually do some burnout. Ah, that ain't happening. Try again. Nope. Nope. That ain't happening, my friend. So let's drive smoothly. The engine is smooth. Brakes, same problem. Weak brakes. Oh my god, the acceleration. Guys, check out the acceleration. The acceleration is a bit slow. Pay attention to the, if you want to pay attention to the throttle you know, graph here down, whatever you want to call this. Alright, and 100%. Nothing. Turbo. Nothing. Turbo. So the turbo kicks in at 5000 RPM, which is also not really efficient. Nothing. Wow, I was about to hit a pole. I was looking at the RPM. Okay, let's pay attention. I'm not gonna go over the ground clearance because I remember this car got destroyed but by that curb. Alright, now sports braking. Come on, brake! Oh my god, this thing is very heavy. The brakes are not actually very good. Now this should be funny. Uphill performance. I have an old Volvo 944 turbo with a multi-point injection, and it's hell of a car, not to do donuts, but when it's slippery, wet pavement, yeah, really cool. Nice Volvos. Alright, so uphill performance. Oh my god. Come on. Not bad. Come on, give me 80. Here we go. Oh, we have lost the muffler or the exhaust tips. Okay, so at the bottom of the hill, that was not really good, but at the top, the car was going quickly. So it's half good, half bad. All right, downhill test. Let's see the springs. 80. Let's stick it to 80 kilometers per hour. Alright, so yep, not a bad suspension too, but the car is scraping the ground a little bit. And brake. Oh, the brakes are rubbish. Let's see if we can actually do some donuts. That was rubbish. Yes, smoke the tires, come on. Nope. Yes, I can actually do some donuts if you lay into it very hard. But you need to make sure that you're not, damaging the car by scraping the curb or whatever. You can do some donuts, but not really great ones. Because of course the open differential, you have to use the handbrake and then apply throttle. Yeah, not really good when it comes to donuts, but not bad indeed for a basic car. So whoever made it, Mr. Dutchie, yeah, good work, my friend. But yeah, it requires a bit extra work, unfortunately. So let's read some comments. It has a 6-speed manual too. Which one? Try for supporting me, guys. 260 horsepower is acceptable, but anything below 200 is just weak for me. That's correct, Mr. Trevon. Below 200 is just not enough. W16. Really? Because there are no W16s in this game. I know this gone fast. Riding along A60 D10. Nice. Hello, Mr. Noah. Hello, Mr. Noah. Welcome to our live video. We are testing the disqualified cars from the previous challenge. Alright, so the next car called the Luxmate 230. Now this is a weird car, really weird. This is the Luxmate 230. Check it out. I'm not gonna say anything. Tell me what do you think in the comment section about the looks of the car. Yeah. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Yeah. So the first comment by Mr. Tom Hanks about this car is, well, it's small. That's correct. It's very small for a premium Gran Turismo car or premium GT car or a luxury car in particular. Second, this is my own opinion, it looks like a Japanese car, looks like an imported Japanese car. Or, as Mr. Vlad says, a Sierra. Yes, it has some Sierra Cosworth touches, or Sierra touches. Lada, I don't know, maybe? I haven't driven a Lada actually. I've looked at a lot, but I haven't driven one. So I think it looks like a 1980s Japanese family car in my opinion. Not a really luxury car. I mean, you can't expect to open the door. No one would expect that it has a leather woody interior. Everyone will look at the car, will think this car has a crappy 4-cylinder up front and cloth, maybe vinyl interior. That's it. Yeah, not a 1975 luxury premium GT car. But I'm gonna try and test it and see what's what. So this car has a Boxer 4 engine, twin turbocharged, and the problem with this car is, again, knocking Boxer 4 engine. That's why it got disqualified. I had to fix it by applying more air-fuel ratio to it. And yes, it's very laggy and very gutless. Check it out. Come on. Yes. The reason why you have to neutral drop it, because you need to rev the engine to the moon to get all of the power, and that's very disappointing, the turbo kicks in extremely late. So it's smooth in regular driving. The brakes are not bad, but needs a lot of balancing. So acceleration. Let me show you a little, you know, good thing with this car, or a bad thing actually. So turn in, stop. Now let's accelerate from 0, applying 100% throttle. Here we go. Waiting for the turbo, and there it is. Waiting, there it is. So the turbo up is spooling at 6,000 RPM. Can you imagine someone driving a luxurious car and pushing the throttle, hoping to get to 6,000 RPM just to spool the turbo? That is not efficient, my friend. And which will be really funny to watch this car going uphill. Can you imagine this car in real life? Driving this car with a super laggy engine. Yeah, now it should be funny. I'm reading the comments like Mr. Vlad, super laggy and everything else, but yeah, now this should be funny. Ready, steady, and yes, I'm gonna apply 100% throttle, 100 from the start. Here we go. Oh my god, 20 kilometers per hour. This is 100% throttle. 30, waiting for the turbo, not yet, and here we go. Again, waiting for the turbo. We can't go any further. The car is stuck at 4,500 RPM. The turbo is not working. The turbo needs 6,000 RPM. Oh my god, that was pathetic. I hate laggy engines. Very huge turbo on a small engine will always be the worst idea ever. Yes, we always see, like, you know, Supras or like modified 4-cylinders with huge turbos. It looks very cool, but when you drive it on regular street driving, that is rubbish. But of course, on the track or drag racing car, it will work perfectly because the engine will be revving to the moon. But on a daily driving car, that is rubbish. And also the rear springs. Have you seen the rear springs? The car is just jumping because the spring rate is just, oh. So in a nutshell, this car is not ready. The engine was knocking, it's very laggy, the brakes needs a lot of work, the suspension is not really perfect, and the style on its own is just 1980s, not 70s, my friend. I do apologize, but that's why the car got disqualified. I do apologize, but that's why. Yeah, do 64 kilometers uphill on a bike. That would be funny. So let's see what I can do. And regular size compressor. Yeah, can you imagine this car? Yes, can you imagine actually this car with air conditioning? Like if the air conditioner was on and you want to go uphill and you put your foot hard down and nothing. I think you will go slower, it will not go quicker. Wow. Wow indeed. Alright, so let's get back to our base and choose the next car. So the next car, let's move to page 3. Page 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 cars that got disqualified in page 3. This one, the Marquez. Where's the Marquez? This one, the Marquez Luso 210 horsepower V16 engine. So the Marquez Luso has a V16 engine up front, 185.5 points on the market, which is very, very good. Markets point are very high, which is good. It's out because the loudness it's 26.9 points, 6.9 extra points over the limit, which is not really good. Also, the styling of the car, there are some sort of armor around doors. Yeah. Also, I mean, check out the sunroof. Well, I really appreciate the idea of a sunroof because it's very luxurious, it's very cool, and it's very, very new to the 70s. But oh, sorry about that. But a rear-mounted sunroof for the passengers, the rear passengers, on a GT car. So the whole idea of a GT car is focused on the driving experience, on the driver, not the passengers. So yeah, that's a wrong thing to do, which is mounting a rear-mounted sunroof. Should be up front for the driver and the front passengers, because the whole focus on everything in this car is for those two. The rear passengers, they will get the luxury interior and, you know, the comfy seats and everything, but no need for a rear-mounted, you know, sunroof. All right. So a V16 engine. I think a 3.5 liter V16. Let me check. Yeah, a 3.5 liter V16 engine. Naturally aspirated power. Yes, if you neutral drop it, it will do nice burnouts. As you can hear, it's very loud. So the V16 engine is very smooth because the smoothness of this engine is superb. Brakes, again, bad brake balance. The rear tires are not braking at all. So acceleration is nice. Yes, naturally aspirated power. And 210 horsepower is very, very good actually. No need any higher than this. Alright, so let's try panic braking. Now. Yeah, the front tires are being locked, but the rear tires are just like, the rear tires are, they don't care. When you apply the brakes, they will keep on going, but the front will be locked, which is not really efficient, not really safe also. Alright, so acceleration again, very good acceleration. The engine is super torquey, nice power curve, and nice what do you call it, the ground clearance. Not bad indeed. Brake again, but this is sporty braking. Alright, the brakes are sticky, which is good, but not really balanced well. So uphill performance for a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V16. 100% throttle. Good. Not bad. Alright, 70 kilometers per hour. 80. Good indeed. 89 kilometers per hour. That is nice acceleration uphill. Nice. I like the attention to details on this car, except those, you know, side-mounted armors. But I like, for example, the badging, the chromies. The rims are actually very nice touch. The front-mounted antenna. All right, so let's try the suspension, downhill performance. The springs are so soft. The tires are actually going into the fenders, which is not really realistic. And brakes. Yeah. Alright. Donut time. Come on, give me a B16 donut. Come on. Nothing. Come on, give me a donut. I'm hungry for a donut. Come on. That is actually not a donut. So it's not actually a good donut machine, but it can spin the wheels very nicely. Alright, So nice car indeed. If I were you, I would just move the front, move the sunroof to the front, remove these side mounted armors, and change the exhaust tip size because they look very oversized. Maybe apply a little bit more power to the engine, maybe turbocharge the engine. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave everything because I like the front of the car. It's not really bad. Maybe I'll add some fog lights to keep it more realistic. Alright, so let's read a little bit of the comments. So body is very big. It's a boat. Of course it's a boat, Mr. Robot. These cars are luxurious GT cars. They look boaty, and of course it's 1970s. This is not 2018. The cars should look like a boats. Let's see. Would you like to see community go? Not bad. Very cool. What game is this? Mr. Chris Pozo. The game is this game that we are driving on right now is called BeamNG.Drive. Yes, BeamNG.Drive. You can find it on Steam if you want to purchase it. But I recommend you to purchase also automation games so you can make your own cars and drive them in this game. So these cars that we are driving right now, these are actually not my cars. These are actually viewers' cars. There was a challenge and a lot of cool cars got participated. So suspension worked perfectly for a 70s. Yes, indeed. And big engine. This is actually a 3.5 liter V16 engine. A 3.5. So it's not really a big engine, it's a tall engine, not a big engine. So let's get back to our base. So the next car to be tested, called, which one? The Marquez is done. Yes, model 14. This is actually a very weird car. Very weird, I'm not kidding. You will be surprised by how weird this car is. Let me drive it up front for a little bit so you can so you can actually see what's going on here. Alright, I'm gonna try to be as respectful and as gently as possible. Yes, it's a 1970s, you know, classic American body, right? Check out the front. I'm sorry, but what's happening here? What is this? What's the point of this tiny grille? Also, the door handles are in the wrong place, and also we have a fuel filler cap on the door itself, and the rear tail lights are very modern, and the exhaust tips, one is mounted here and one is mounted here. And yes, eco. Yes, 1975. The eco thing wasn't invented yet. Also, the rims are too big, and the tires are so thin, and the brake discs are huge for a 1970s car. I don't know what's happening here. And the engine is, as you can see, it has a V8 engine. It's very small, and the turbos are huge turbos. Look at the compressors. Very huge compressor. It's like a racing turbo mounted on a small V8 engine. I don't know the whole point of this car, if it's like a funny thing to do. I mean, if it's a funny thing, tell me. I'm not gonna just, you know, kill you or shoot you, but yeah, don't do that again. So this car got disqualified, of course, for all of these reasons. Also, this car got disqualified because what is it? Yes, because this check out the RPM. 6,000 RPM, right? 6,000 RPM is the limit of this engine. Unfortunately, the engine can only rev all the way to 5,600 or maybe 700. So you have extra 300 or extra 400 of RPM that are destroying the engine. The pistons and the connecting rods are actually under stress on very high RPM, like on 6,000 RPM right now. The engine is dying. The pistons are disintegrating. The connecting rods are, you know, falling apart. That's why the car got disqualified. So, can it actually do a burnout? No. No, it can't do a burnout because the turbos. Foot hard down. The turbo will kick in at 5,000, I don't know, maybe 500, something like this. So it's not really an efficient engine. Also, check it out. Nothing. I mean, you have to shift down to make the engine to rev high. If the gearbox is shifting up, you will lose boost, you will lose everything, and you will be crying. Stress braking, not bad. Acceleration, yes, rubbish. Look at how much boost. Oh, sorry about that. Oh crap, sorry about that, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we have vented the car a little bit, but the suspension is still intact, so no problem, right? So let's see, sports braking. Okay, the brakes are actually a good thing on this car. Alright, now this should be funny. Uphill performance. Alright, so let's see what's what. This should be funny. 100% throttle. 20, 30 kilometers per hour. 40, not yet. And the turbo kicks in at 5,200, something like this. Again, waiting for the turbo. Waiting. Come on, shift down. Oh my god, the car shifted up and the gearbox ruined everything. Also, the gearbox ratios are not really great. The only thing good on this car is the brakes, or the brakes only, but everything else around it, very disappointing. Alright, so let's see what's what. Spring test. Oh, the car is, oh, the springs are so hard. It's like racing springs, and the car keeps scraping the ground. Oh my god, and it's very unstable. Testing the brakes. Alright, not bad. So, donut section? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna do it, but let's see. Oh, that was rubbish. Come on, give me a donut. Half a donut. Check it out. Half a donut. That is disappointing. So that's pretty much it for this car. I do apologize, but this car is a bit disappointed. Yeah. Let's read some of the comments. So remember me for older. So you fixed it when you hit the yeah, Mr. Trevor, I fixed it when I hit the curb. I think so. But back at a low revving engine, how does anyone like the idea of all ugly extra? Oh my god, yeah, Mr. Robot, I can't say it, but yeah, it's yeah, if you look at it like from the front, yeah, it looks like that indeed. I think it's too restrictive to say that the red line can only be 2000 rpm. 2000 rpm challenge is awesome but hard. Wow, that gives me an idea actually. 2000 rpm challenge, but it should be a diesel engine, not a petrol engine, because like how much you will try to make the turbo to spool very early, it can't spool that much early. I mean, the most efficient turbo that I ever made spools at 1400 1500 rpm. Like this one, the most efficient turbo spools that early, but no earlier than that. Yeah, so 2000 rpm, not yet, maybe when the diesel comes, but on petrol that is not actually a good idea. Alright, so let's move on with the next disqualified car. This one, the Mystery, whatever the name of it, 3000 turbo. This car is actually a very nice looking car. Very nice looking indeed. Let me show you. Let's go to the sun for a moment. Check it out. Very beautiful looking front grills, fog lights, everything. The rims are very actually 70s. I like the side mirrors. The line going from the front to the back of the car, very nice touch. The rear mounted antenna. The back is actually very cool. Check out the badges. Check out the badges are actually a very nice setup. V6 3500 turbo, very 1970s. And let's check out the name, Mystery with an, there is an E with a slash over it. I don't know what that's mean. I only speak like English and Arabic, but I don't know what does an E with a slash on it means. And we have like a cross here. We have LA Croix. That's I think the company name. We have nice attention to details. Really nice indeed. I like it. I like the shape of this car, and I was really looking forward to see it in the winning section. But I mean, check out window washers and everything. But unfortunately, this car, the Mystery, has a 3.5 liter turbo, not bad, V6, 257 horsepower and 211 pound-feet of torque. Very, very low on torque. Also, it's out because the loudness is 25.9. Mr. Sajid Eid is asking which country are you from? Me or which one? Mr. Tiago, or you are asking anyone? Who's the question is for? Me or the audience or what? I don't know. Okay, so let's see what's what. So it's very low on torque, so no burnouts, I think. Alright, so let's drive smoothly and see what's what. So yes, it's smooth, nice. Now brake test. Yeah, brakes are very weak. Alright, let's do a little acceleration test. Stop. Now applying 100% throttle and go. Waiting. Oh my god, 6000 RPM for the turbo to kick in. Oops, I apologize. I apologize, the car did understeer hard. Let's get back again. I apologize, that was a bit reckless from me, but let's see what's what. Again, brakes, not bad, but needs a lot of attention. Come on, give me power. What a weird engine indeed. So come on, chip down, stupid gearbox. And panic braking, rubbish brakes. Acceleration, waiting, and kicks in. Waiting again, and yeah, that is a bit disappointing. Alright, chip down, stupid gearbox. Sports braking, yeah, still bad. Okay, now uphill tests. Alright, since we are talking about the countries that we are from, so we have Austria, Germany, Murka, Sweden. I'm from Syria, actually. I'm from Damascus, Syria. So Mr. Charlie says high octane fuel and low compression with huge turbos and low air ratio and recommendation multi-directional injection part and billet crank. That's a weird combination. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what's what. Uphill V6 turbo with a laggy turbo. 100% throttle. Come on. 30. 40. Come on, where's the turbo? Here it is. Come on. We have this. Oh, we've lost the muffler or the exhaust tip. So you need to rev this car or this engine to the moon so you can get the turbo to spool. But on regular daily driving, like with 2,000-3,000 RPM, you are running just naturally aspirated. The turbo is just useless. So spring test. Let's see. Springs are actually soft but nicely tuned. Yes, nicely tuned. Yes, nicely tuned suspension. The brakes are terrible on regular driving, but downhill the brakes are nice. So V6 turbo, what do you think? I think yes, it's very gutless on low RPM. Keep it on first. Yes! Finally, half a donut. Finally, a car can do this. Yes, nicely done indeed. Because we are revving the engine to the moon, that's why the turbo is spooling very hard and we have all of the power and all of the torque. So I like the shape of the car, the design, the attention to details. Everything is good on this car except the brakes and the engine. The engine is super laggy, super low on oomph, and yeah. So let's read some comments. Car looks very cool. What is a body? This is a 1970 something like this 5 Grand Touring body sedan, 4 doors, as you can see. Let's see. No matter what country our guys and girls are from, the common thing we have together is we are game. Yes, we all like this game, and we all like to drift, burn tires, and enjoy seeing pistons going up and down. It's really cool. Alright, so unfortunately, Mr. Atomic Pixel, I don't have that much time. I need to finish like driving most of the cars. Yeah, because I actually have to get going. So the car before the last one, or you know, we have to drive. We have only 2 cars left. So the Steve Winsin Automobili and the Zell Presidential Luxe. Let's start with the Steve Winsin Automobili. All right. So first glance of this car. Tell me what do you think about it in the no, don't apologize, Mr. Atomic. Don't apologize, but I do apologize myself because I have to get going. I would really love to stay and, you know, chat more and enjoy my time, but yeah, I don't have that much time. So first glance, what do you think about this machine here? Yeah, what do you think about this machine here? So my personal opinion, that looks like a Japanese car with a cheap body kit around it. This is not a luxury GT car. Yeah, budget fun indeed. So yeah, a fatter Miata, maybe. Yeah, because of the pop-up headlamps. Yeah, that's not a luxury GT car. That is a total, yeah, I'm not gonna say the word, but we have a V12 turbo. Nice engine, not bad, and not a bad engine indeed. Let's see what's what. So it's smooth, brakes. Whoa, the rear tires are not braking at all. It's a burnout machine, but you don't have any kind of rear brakes. As you can see, it's quick. It's not bad. It's not really bad to accelerate. Alright, so now let's do a panic braking. Oh, the rear tires are not doing anything. It's good for doing burnouts, but for driving, it's not really great. So let's see what's what. And sport braking. Oh, the brakes are useless. Alright, so uphill performance. Ready, steady, go. Alright, the turbo is working nicely. So the engine is actually a good engine. It's not a bad engine indeed. But the body is a bit weird. The body is a bit weird for me, and the gearbox ratios are actually rubbish. The brakes are totally crap, and the suspension, I don't know. The car handles fine, but let's see spring ratios and what's wrong with them. Oh, so the front springs are super soft. The rear tires are, I don't know, looks very crappy and very weird. Yes, springs are not really good. So let's see if we can actually do a donut. So yes, it can do a donut. So it can do nice donuts. That's very cool. Alright, so let's sum up. The car looks very and super weird, 1980s style, and very modern side mirrors, pop-up headlamps, I don't know if actually pop-up headlamps were actually invented in the 70s or not. Maybe yeah, maybe yeah. I think yes. I think yes. There are pop-up headlamps in some Maseratis and Ferraris. Yeah, there are pop-up headlamps. Yes, there are in the 70s, and but the body itself is 1980s styling. That's not very that's not very 70s. And check out how small the rear door is. No one can fit in. Look at it. If you actually open this door, no one can fit in. Wow. Alright, let's get back to our base and test the last car of the video. This one, the Z or the ZIL Presidential Luxe. So, first glance, looks cool, right? Looks like also 1980s style. I mean, look at the front headlights. The body itself, yeah, looks like 1980s, not 70s. The rims are actually a very nice touch. Not much, not much attention to details, like no keyholes on the trunk or the doors. Yeah, not much attention to details. Yeah, super boxy, and yeah, that's the word, my friend. That's the word, Mr. Vlad. Alright, so this car has also a V12 turbo, but as I quite remember, this car is running on overhead valve. Yes, this is not an overhead cam or a DCOE or whatever. No, it's not DCOE, not dual overhead camshaft or anything else. No, this car running on overhead valve, push rods to be clear. So I'm not expecting so much, power or torque, but I forgot to mention the Weenie Automobili before this one got disqualified because the loudness is 21.2 with 104.5 points on the market. That is super low, my friend. 104.5 points on the market for the yellow Weenie Automobili machine. Yes, I admit it. This looks like a Buick GNX, but the GNX or the Grand National, yes, because it has two names. The turbocharged version was very cool. I loved that car so much. It was very cool, nice engine, nice turbo, and very good technology on the car. But this thing here is not the same. I promise you, this is not the same. Check it out. The engine is gutless. No, it will never do a burnout. I mean, this is 100% throttle, my friend. This is 100 right now. And stop. Not bad. The brakes works. And we have quad. We have actually look at these. We have quad side mirrors. Quad, 2 up front and 2 on the door itself. I don't know what's the point, but I would really love to create the Buick Grand National or the GNX, because we have the body, and I made the engine of the Buick Grand National before. I think I made it, maybe twin turbo, but not a single turbo. But I remember that I made the engine. Someone requested it. Yeah, I don't know if actually I can make it or not, but I'm gonna see in the future. So acceleration, not bad acceleration. Gearbox ratios are okay. Come on, shift down. Brakes. Yeah. Now this should be funny. Uphill performance on a very low powered engine. I forgot how much horsepower, but I don't know, something very low. Alright, 100% right now. This is 100% throttle. All the way to the floor. Oh my god. This is super laggy. Oh, this is not good. Come on, shift down. Stupid gearbox. Oh my god, the engine is very low on power and torque. So if you are living in San Francisco or any city with a lot of uphills, this car is not for you, my friend. No, this car is definitely not for you. So let's test the springs. So I saw a very soft springs up front. Yes, soft springs, but the rating is not bad. Yes, not bad rating, but super soft. Brakes works on the front tires only. Let's see if we can actually make donuts before we finish the video. Come on, redeem yourself, cheap Buick GNX. Come on. Oh my god. The engine is gutless. Oh my god, this is disappointing indeed. This is disappointing. So that's the Buick or the cheap Buick GNX, or as it called here, as the dude who made it called it, the Zeal presidential whatever. Looks not bad, not a lot of attention to details. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What am I saying? That's pretty much it, guys. So I hope that you enjoy the video, guys. Drag car next challenge, not yet, my friend. I'm gonna think about the next challenge, and I just need some time off because I've been recording and editing video for a long time last night. I mean, I had to leave my PC running all night long to finish exporting the file, or the video, the 1 hour and a half previous video, and my internet got broken today, so I haven't actually do anything on my computer today. Nothing. I did nothing. I just went to work, get back from work, started this live video, and nothing. So that's pretty much it for this live video. I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you enjoy it so much, guys, and I'm really thankful for everyone that got participated in this video and in the previous video and in the total challenge in general. Thank you so much from all of my heart. You did an amazing job, all of you guys, like the good cars and the crappy cars. So better luck for everyone that got disqualified. Focus on the feature challenges, and please don't break any rules. Like, work with the rules so we can drive all of your cars like in a single video, not on 2 separate videos. And my throat is start to hurt from too much talking. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a sandwich, or a small sandwich or something. I'm a bit hungry, and maybe drink some tea, watch some news or some TV or whatever, and then I'm gonna brush teeth and go to sleep. That's a good boy indeed. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Yeah, so again, if you haven't seen your car in this video, that means your car, I haven't received the file, or maybe you have sent it on email. It's because email submission or email submitting file is not allowed, only on Discord only. So if you want to participate in future challenges, I'm gonna put the link, not right now because I'm running the live right now. I can't put the link right now in the comment section, but I'm gonna put it in a moment after I finish the video. So just press that link, you will be automatically in Discord, so you can subscribe and enjoy everything. And also you can visit my Patreon page if you want to download these cars, if you want to download all of the cars from this challenge, if you want to download them with every single car in the past that I have made, you can find all of them on my Patreon page. I'm gonna also put the link in the description below. So thank you so much for watching. It's getting so late, and goodbye for now, my friends. Good night for everyone also. Good night for Mr. Dutchie, Turvan, Charlie Anderson, Ali, and Mr. Vlad, Mr. Tiago, good Atomic Pixel, Mr. Noah. Yeah, all of you guys, thank you so much for participating. Mr. Stan, Mr. Netflix. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.